Hey guys, Nessa here. Welcome to the Project Girl Boss channel, where I help upcoming female creators monetize their channels with actionable strategies that build up their organic growth. As I sit here filming, the last two videos on my channel are about to hit 1,000 views each, which is crazy because that has never happened on my channel back to back like that with two videos. And this video in particular was all about how I use searchable content to ensure that my videos are constantly getting views without me having to work too hard. And ever since then, I've gotten a lot of DMs and questions about whether I recommend Morning Fame over Tubebuddy, whether Tubebuddy is even worth it, and if you can find search terms using the Tubebuddy keyword explorer tool. So this video is completely dedicated to how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube with just Tubebuddy. I have the paid version of Tubebuddy, so I'm going to be showing you how you can use the paid version to do your entire keyword research using just Tubebuddy, and I'm also going to touch on how it differs from the free version so that you can decide whether you want to make the investment or not. I'm also going to have a link in the description for you guys in case you do decide that you want to test run one of Tubebuddy's paid subscription plans. Now, this is an affiliate link, so if you do use it, I do get a commission, but you don't have to use it if you feel uncomfortable with affiliate links. You can just go to tubebuddy.com and sign up for one of their paid plans. But enough about that. Let's jump into how you can use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube. Once you have a general topic that you want to make a video on, you're going to want to jump on the Keyword Explorer tool. So to access the Keyword Explorer, you just click on the little Tubebuddy icon on the top right here, and you select Keyword Explorer. We're going to begin with our main topic, and in this case, I am trying to optimize for how to use Tubebuddy, and you hit explore. This is where you start seeing the differences between the paid version and the free version. On the free version, you only have access to this unweighed tab. Now, the unweighed tab is general information as to how good this keyword is to target versus the weighed option, which is specific to your channel. So how good is this keyword for my channel? What are the chances for my channel to rank for this particular keyword? So I actually do like to use the weight section because I like to know what are the chances of my channel for ranking. If I were to target the keyword how to use Tubebuddy, it's giving me a score of fair. This score ranges between 0 and 100, 100 of course being the best. You also get an analysis based on search volume, competition, optimization strength, the number of videos in search results, and sometimes you also get information as to the number of searches done per month. This particular keyword is not necessarily the best. I always try to aim for a score of good to excellent. So the way that you identify a search term on Tubebuddy is you have to look right here where it says video searches. All of these are actual search terms that people are using on YouTube to find information. If you wanted to see what they were searching for on Google, then you would click where it says web searches, and then you have a list of options displayed right there. So I'm going to stay on the tab that says video searches. And if this keyword is not necessarily the best, then I would go ahead and select one of the options here. So in this case, I happen to like how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. That is going to regenerate the score once again now for that particular keyword. The keyword how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube would be a better keyword for my channel than just how to use Tubebuddy. You can see that this one, the score has gone from fair to good. It still has a good amount amount of search volume. So it's right there in the middle between the yellow and the green. That's still pretty good. Competition, it's almost at the orange and red, which we don't want it to go to that section. We really want to keep our competition towards the green, and we want to keep our optimization strength towards the green as well. The other big difference between the free version and the weighed version is that you don't get this graph right here where you can see views and you have column for average, then you have this one that says 261, and then you have your channel avatar, and that one says 925. So if I wanted to essentially guarantee my video to rank on the top of YouTube search, I would have to be averaging about 41,000 views, and that's just not the case. And so then Tubebuddy also tells us the lowest view count found in other top ranking videos for this search term is 261. The average views that your channel is getting based on the last 5 videos is, in this case, 925. So this number is nowhere near 41,000 views, which tells me that even though, yes, I'm getting a good score, chances are I wouldn't rank very high. Ideally, you want your bar graph to be the highest of the two, but if not, you want it to be pretty close. So I just need to keep playing with this. And as you can see, I still have a couple of search terms in the video searches section. So I'm going to click on the first one, which is how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube 2020. Just like that, we have a score of excellent. So this particular keyword is one that I have a good chance of ranking for. So if we look at the analysis, it still has a fair amount of search volume. It's in the orange, but it's not in the red yet, so it's okay. And we still have basically the main keyword, which is how to use Tubebuddy right here in the front. The competition is excellent according to Tubebuddy, and there's also a good optimization strength. Now, the number of videos in search results is 881,000. That's still too much for my channel. Remember what I said, you want to try to keep it as close to 100K as possible, especially if you're still under 1,000 subscribers. But if we take a look at the bar graph now, the number of views that I would need to be averaging to pretty much guarantee that my video is at the top of the search ranks is 8,000 views. That's still way too many views for my channel. Even though the lowest view count for other top ranked videos is of 30, I am beating that one by 925. Let's go take a look at the unweighed section, because this is the free version. In case those of you that only have the free version, you wouldn't be able to see this information right here. So this is where it can kind of get tricky for you guys, where you might think, okay, I have a very good score. And in this case, you would really have to base it off of the number of videos in search results and say, you know what, it's still 881,000 videos is still a lot of videos for my channel to compete with. So we still need to try to bring this down. I'm actually pretty happy with this search term. I think that this is the search term that I want to target. So now I just gotta figure out a way to bring that competition down. So I'm gonna leave everything to the left. I'm not gonna touch that, and I'm just gonna add information to the right, and we're gonna play around with it and see what we can get. So let's say, for example, I decided to put beginner's guide. We've had a change in score here. It's gone from excellent to very good. Now the number of videos in search results has gone down to 246,000. So if I was using just the free version, I might look at this and be like, okay, this is a good search term for me to target. There's not too much competition. There's enough room for me to optimize in this, but look at the search volume. It's more so in the red, so you would have to decide whether you want to go for it or not. So this is where I think the paid version is kind of worth its money, because the fact that I'm able to look at the weight and see, okay, how many views do I need to be averaging in order to be able to rank for this term. The other thing with the free version is that you are limited to the amount of searches that you can actually use. Keyword research for me can sometimes take a while because I have to play around with the keywords in order to get them at just the right place. So if you hit that limit before you have found your keyword research, it's not going to let you continue. So that's another thing that you would have to consider. Let's keep going here because I'm not happy with this score, particularly because I still would be able to get 6,000 views. Let's see. Grow your channel. What you basically want to do when you're adding that little piece of information is try to figure out what would entice your audience to want to click on the video. So obviously, yes, I'm telling them how to use Tubebuddy to get more views, and I'm saying do this to grow your channel. Look at this search term. I need to be averaging about 902 views. If I use this keyword, I will be able to rank for it. It still has a fair amount of search volume. The number of videos in search results is 440,000, which is a lot more than 100,000. So that part is still a little bit high, but I would actually risk it because of the fact that the videos that are ranking high for this are averaging about 900 views per video, and your videos are averaging about 925. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more just to see if I can bring those number of videos in search results down a little bit more, but if I can't, I think that this is going to be my title. I mean, the odds are pretty good. Let's see what happens if I go with grow fast on YouTube. So it's actually very similar. I'm still getting a very good score. The search volume is still pretty much in the fair section. Competition, it's still at 400, but it is less. So it's no longer 440,000. It's 408, which is closer to 399. But I would still be averaging more views than the average video. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. This is going to be my title. Now that I have my title, it's time for me to pick my tags. And I could go to the common video tags and just start picking, but that's not actually what I like to do. I like to pick tags that are going to be the most relevant to my videos. And the way that YouTube actually assigns relevance to a tag is how much of your target keyword is within that tag. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull up Notepad. I'm just going to copy this title right here. How to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube 2020. That is my title, which means it's also going to be my first tag. Remember that. Your title always has to be your first tag. Right off the bat, I can create a couple. So I'm just gonna do how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube without the 2020. How to use Tubebuddy to get views. How to use Tubebuddy. So you see what I did? These are all variations of my same target keyword, but YouTube is going to give more weight to this because it has more of the words within my keyword. I'm going to pull up another YouTube tab and I'm just going to verify which ones of these are actual search terms, just to make sure that I'm not using any tags that are not search terms. We know that the first one is a search term because we found it in the video searches tab, but just to double check, we're going to come up here and just type it out. How to use Tubebuddy So we have how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube 2020, how to use Tubebuddies to get views on YouTube, how to use Tubebuddy to get more views. I'm just gonna put a little X just to know that, okay, I searched for that one is good. To get views does not appear to be a search term. The one that is there is to get more views. So I'm gonna actually use that to get more views. Now we can only take one keyword to the SEO Studio, and that's completely fine. Remember, we're optimizing for one keyword and making sure that our content revolves around that one keyword. I'm gonna optimize now in SEO Studio, and we're gonna look at how we can take this to a score of 100. Now the SEO Studio is another feature that is only available on the paid versions. So you need at least the pro license to be able to use this feature. Tubebuddy basically imported the whole phrase that I wrote there, but that is not what I want. So remember, I'm only targeting up to 2020. So I'm gonna click right here where it says change keyword. I'm not going to save that information because I don't need that. And I'm going to enter my target keyword. But because I have it right here, I'm just going to copy and paste, and then we're gonna click start. That is our first part of the title. That is telling Tubebuddy, hey, this is the keyword that I want to target. And now I'm just gonna add the other half, which was grow fast on YouTube, right? So if you look at the right, you have a box that says how to improve your score. And these are basically the guidelines that you need to follow, and you need to have every single one of them checked off in order for this score to basically be 100. First one being include your target keyword in the title, which we have done. Include 80% of your target keyword in the title. We have done that as well. The third one is include your target keyword in the first 60 characters of the title. So before we added this phrase, you can see the character count right here. I believe it was at 49. So let's just remove that. Oh, so it's 50. So see, it is within the first 60 characters. So I'm just gonna paste that again. The next one is include your target keyword naturally in the title. So by adding that grow fast on YouTube, it makes it more natural, I guess. And then the last section is include partial matches of your target keyword in the description. And this is basically saying, hey, you need to use some of your tags also in the description box. We're just gonna apply a couple of phrases, and you don't need to add too many because YouTube frowns upon keyword stuffing. So you don't need a lot. So let's say how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube so that you can grow fast. And you're gonna see that whenever I use some of the words that are in my target keyword, they're gonna be highlighted. So I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna put a period. In this video, I am going to show you how to use, you can see already the check mark is there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply my standard description, hit apply so that it pulls all of that up and I don't need to type all of that. Next, we're going to go to the tag section, and already we have a score of 95. We pretty much get the same box here on how to improve your score. And in this case, we need to include the exact target keyword as the first tag, which is what I've been telling you guys. And then the next two things is you need to include partial matches of your target keyword and include more relevant tags. So I don't like to use the suggestions that appear here because basically it's like misspelled. So if somebody were to misspell when they were typing in the search box, I already have the first one. So I'm gonna go with the next one, which was how to use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube. Copy that, hit enter, and then you can see your character count down at the bottom. I'm gonna bring over the ones that I know for a fact are search terms already. And just like that, we have a score of 100. We're good with our tags. We're gonna go to the next step, which is the thumbnail. This basically shows us the top ranking thumbnails. You can see our good friend Annie is right here, and followed by Nick Nimmin and Honey and Absinthe and Juan Carlos, which I'm sure those of you in my challenge, you recognize this video right here because I talked about it in the email sections. So this basically gives you an idea as to what the thumbnails look like. So something that I can see is a lot of them have the Tubebuddy logo. You can see Annie has it right there. Nick Nimmin does not. He basically has screenshots of views going up, but here it is. Here's the Tubebuddy logo again. We can see it on this one and this one as well. So based on this, you can kind of get an idea as to what your thumbnail should look like so that you know how you can make it stand out. And if you have your thumbnail ready, you can actually upload it. You just click the upload thumbnail, and that way you can pull all of that information once you are ready to upload your video. Next, you would just click next or save. In this case, I am going to save draft because obviously I'm not ready to upload the video yet. But once you're ready to upload, you just go to the upload section and pull all of that information. So then we have our drafts right here. This is basically ready to go when you're ready to upload your video. And there you have it, guys. That is how you can use Tubebuddy to get views on YouTube. As you can see, all I used was Tubebuddy so that I could find the best keyword to get this video to rank. Now, is it gonna rank high? According to Tubebuddy, it should. So we're gonna see that happening as soon as this video goes live. Make sure to check it out and let me know if it's ranking or not in the comment section. Remember, there is a link down in the description for you guys in case you want to try one of the paid subscription plans for free for 30 days. I honestly think that test driving it is the best way for you to know if you are committed enough to make the investment or not. I personally do like to use both Morning Fame and Tubebuddy, but you can absolutely use just one of the tools. And I always say, use the one that you feel the most comfortable with. Use the one that you feel you get the most use out of. That is going to be it for this video, guys. If you found some value in it, don't forget to give it a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. I will go ahead and see you on the next one. Bye.